when destiny crosses purpose, dreams become reality. She was my destiny, and I am her purpose. God knew she was the rightful person, and through her, I am who I am today. Again, she's my true inner hero. There's no certainty that you will sleep and see tomorrow. So make today worthwhile. You become significant when you add to someone else.
My name is Elshagai T. Russell. I am the wife of Ambrose Russell.
My name is Ambrose R. Russell. I am the founder of the Inner Hero organization.
I'd say it started off pretty normal childhood until about maybe 12, 13 was a big change for our family. My mother started using drugs, and that's when a lot of things changed for us. I never met my biological father. I had my stepfather in the house with us until age 10.
Growing up, it was tough to begin with. I would say at the age, my mom had me when she was 15, and my dad had so many concubines, and I was the one who was the outside child. So my dad was married, and my mom rather was like his side chick, and she got pregnant with me when she was 15. But the culture back home was a little bit too harsh, and back then in the culture, if you get pregnant at a young age, your family kind of tend to almost like neglect you, because she was going to school and both of them met at school. She got pregnant on the junior and senior prom night, and he had his wife that he couldn't bring her home, so she was like somebody in hiding, and her family kind of lashed at her and told her that she had to make a decision either to go to school or go stay with the person who impregnated her. So she made a decision at that young age to not abort the baby, but rather give me away to my grandparents. So after she delivered with me, she gave me away to my grandparents, and they took care of me all through until both of them passed. But all through, I did not know my mom. I first saw her when I was 19. But both of my grandparents really did a good job raising me. They taught me a lot of good things. They taught me how to be faithful, how to be hardworking, how education is the bedrock, but most importantly, to love God. And that has been my sense of life. Those attributes that are left with me have been my sense of direction since, and have been taking me thus far.
Really busy. I tried to keep them busy, and a lot of times working 3, 4 jobs to make sure I could pay bills and continue to provide for them. I had family help some, but mostly it was me and them to just basically working and taking care of them. Our house was always loud. The kids had a lot of fun, but always loud. My children, our older children, their biological dad is deceased. And I basically grew up with their grandmother's family, basically. And she introduced me to more stability. They had someone other than myself to go to. I tend to be more strict, as he's more laid back and wants to talk more, and I've not always been that person to do that. So he's able to meet them at their level.
Raising our kids together already taught us a lot, and we're still learning, because it's a huge family. We got 6 boys and 1 girl. Our oldest son is 30, about to be 30 years old, and the youngest is 10. But at the time when I met my wife, me coming into her life and never had a kid and met her with 5 boys, and at that young age, I had to adapt to so many things, and through that, it have made me to be a more successful man, a more successful father, more focused, and I can do a lot that I do for the community today. I can help a lot of young men, young ladies, whoever it may be, because I had to adapt. Me not being born in America, born coming from West Africa and coming here, I had to do something that I call remove and replace. Take the good from back home and take the good from here. But my strength is I'm a firm believer in the word. I really love God, and I'm a good listener, and I'm patient. And
Whereas I'm not.
I believe if you have those attributes, you can do a lot of good things because patience is virtue. And I use that as my strength. The kids today, growing up, they're all men now, but the youngest of the five is 25 now. And just seeing how successful they have become and finishing high school, finishing college, working, having a consistent job, staying out of trouble, it's a great plus for both of us because we had to do it together. That was the teamwork that made the dream work, that successfully we can sit back now and look at our fruits coming to reality, but it was all teamwork. We did it together successfully, and I give her credit. She's the true inner hero. She took a chance. She never knew me like that, and having 5 kids and just seeing this person to trust them after losing a fiance is a huge opportunity that she gave me. And I didn't take it lightly, and up to today's date, she's my true inner hero, and she's everything to me. That was the whole birth of inner hero through our kids, the way we raised them, and the friends that came around, the, the availability that we had to keep them in our home, to be there to listen, because a lot of the friends, they play sports and they have a lot of friends. Some of them spend the weeks, nights in the house. We became father and mother to the fatherless, I would say. And through that, we were able to take it one day at a time. And as time went by, we always thought that there was something bigger and greater that we could do beyond ourselves and beyond our children. That is the land of helping hands to others. And God gave us the name Inner Hero. That true inner hero, which is we all were born with it, is within us. But until we can bring it to fruition by acting it out positively, helping someone to get to the next destiny of their journey, that create the true legacy. And that's what it's about.
Almost 17 years. We've been married for 11, going on 12. Advice, communication is huge. Patience. Us coming from literally two different backgrounds, but like across the world from each other, but we have a lot in common. Um, but I definitely would say patience. Patience with your, with him having patience with me. Because I know I'm not always the easiest to get along with, relationship wise, because I feel like I've taken care of so much before him, so everything was. It took a while for me to get out of my kids, my house, my. I had to keep reminding it to us. We're a team. And I'm like, yeah. But in my head, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, we're a team, but you can always leave. I'm never going anywhere. So that's why that my was always right on my tongue is, I've like given him like all kind of outs. like it's 5 kids. If it's too much, you can find a way out if you want to. But he refused to go anywhere, and we decided to like deal with the children more or less together. Like whatever it is, we're united. Whatever they're trying to throw at us, we're together on it, and it helped us kind of get through all of their craziness because the teenage years were really crazy. We'd have one going crazy and all kind of stuff in school, and then we'd have it's like they took turns. It was never all at once. It was them taking turns, and he was able to deal with it a lot better than I was. But we got through all of that, and the only way we were able to do that was like we're together. At the end of the day, they're gonna grow up, they're gonna leave, and it'll just be us. So we stuck to that, and that kind of helped us get through a lot of raising the kids. And I think other couples should kind of take that as a advice. Yeah.
So just to add, I think for our marriage, the 4 major things we have done consistently that have kept us very firmly together. That in the process, I've learned that there's people married, people have longevity married, but a lot of people not happily married. And we have been blessed to be happily married for all these years. Because I can leave and go out, or my wife can go to work and come home. When she hits the house, that rejuvenation of strength, because there's peace, there's love, there's understanding is there. And the 4 pillars that we build our marriage on is communication, praying about everything together, keeping finances together, and spending time together. If you see me in Walmart and you call my wife, you are there late and $1 short. Because she knows that I'm in Walmart. She knows I'm going to be there. Communicate relentlessly. It can never be said, my money, your money. Because if you guys are one, it's got to be our money. The war, once you leave and cleave, the Bible says, or you come together as one in couple, you have to be joined. And that join, everything have to work together. And I think a lot of people need the 4 principles. Keeping finances together, praying together, spending time together, and making sure you communicate about everything. And that's the reason that have kept us bonded together this strong. And nobody can come between it. You either love it or there's nothing you can do about it.
Raising the kids, I would not change it because it made me who I am now. Seeing a lot of the things that I saw when I was younger made me more focused on make sure take care of home first, take care of the kids first. They've always been first. So to change that would just be stupid. I wouldn't change anything. Relationship wise, I don't think I would change that either.
Everything that have happened with me meeting my wife, I would not do anything. I would not take anything from that because it have made me to be the man who I am today. I truly believe character sticks and makes you who you are, and it's the first form of success. That's how I would describe it. And I think a lot of people don't have character, and they have become more of emotional speakers than personal doers. And my wife, I remember when I met her, there's a quote that came to me that says, when destiny crosses purpose, dreams become reality. She was my destiny, and I am her purpose. So when the 2 things cross paths, the dream become reality. And truly our dream has become a reality because that it was right for God bringing me here. I believe I came here to this country directly for her. Because in my culture, It's like an abomination for a man to meet a woman with one child married, least of all five. And I was young. She was young when she had a kid. The good thing, my wife and my mom had the same story though. My wife started having kids rather at the age of 15. My mom had me at the age of 15. So there's some similarity there, and I can tell you she has completed me in the absence. The only thing that's more important to me than her is God. And God, her, our family, them people. So she's everything to me, and I will not do anything over, but not listen to my family. Because if I was going to listen to them, I won't be the man who I am today. Because too many people caught up with culture and was telling me, no, she's not from Africa. She got 5 kids, so they wrote her out. But God knew she was the rightful person, and through her, I am who I am today. Again, she's my true inner hero. Just in a nutshell, just making sure we can reach one and teach one on a daily basis. And our lives should be about changing the other's lives. Because if I change your life, my life changed. It shouldn't be one way of saying that I changed your life. It should be vice versa. Because there's something I'm learning from you. And you, most of all, Max, you know, since we met, how it is. You learn from me, I learn from you. But I think people get it misconstrued that they always think they're giving you something and not taking back anything. I've learned that through the time of my life, meeting people, becoming a mentor, being the father I am today, is that every situation you cross, unless you put the blind eyes, but there's something that you learn from the other person that you interact with. And you have to be very wise to collect that. And don't be very naive to speak like you're giving all. You're not giving all. You're giving and you're receiving. And some of the gifts that come back to you is silently come back to you. You got to be able to have discernment to know that somebody is giving you something back. Because not everybody will tell you this is for you, but they will do it silently. She came up with a great idea that we're working on called you were there when we had the Women Initiative Conference where we bring all the women. I believe, both of us believe right now because she's a great strategist. She can strategize. But she's the person who loves to be behind the scenes. She's a quiet leader, but a forceful one for me. Because when we started Inner Hero, when I had nobody to edit the paper, to read the emails, to tell me if I misspelling a word, or should I dress to go to this meeting, she was the one telling me. She's my number one person who can tell me it's wrong. And as a man, what I've learned, as a father and a leader, if your home cannot rebuke you for you to accept it, the professional life will never rebuke you for you to accept it. You will always have comeback because you will always think the people wrong. But if you can accept the criticism constructively and destructively from him, when you go out, you'll be a better leader. And that's who she has made me to become. Live every day to the fullest, like there's no tomorrow. And die empty and live fully, because procrastination is a dead energy. Don't procrastinate anything, because the moment of your life is now. There's no certainty that you will sleep and see tomorrow. So make today worthwhile and make it about people and you, not just about you, because you're just one small, insignificant person. You become significant when you add to someone else. And don't be self-centered. Always make sure your life should be centered around people first. And you become bigger when you add to people, because there's more than just you. So have the mindset of just helping people become who they want to, where they want to go, pushing them and encouraging people, because that's what has brought me this far. That I always wish people can get to where I want to go, even if I don't reach there. But at least they will remember me. The legacy will be said that it is because of Ambrose that I got to this tree, that I got to this journey. I might not be there, but my name will always be remembered. And make sure you give your children or your family or whoever it may be, give them the true legacy. The inheritance, which is car, money, house, whatever it is. But you want to leave the true legacy, which is knowledge, because it can never be taken away.
I'm El Shaddai Russell, mother, wife,
best friend, and
true
everything.
best friend.
I am Ambrose R. Russell. I am the founder of the Inner Hero Organization, a man of unshakable faith, a loving father of 7, and a devoted husband of 1 wife. And my goal and passion is to see other people reach their full potential in life and become more productive citizens from where I will meet them to where they want to go. And I love people and I will always love people.